Good segue.
I want a mock. Mock.
You got some cows for us?
I want to mock.
Gentlemen, mock season continues here on Mackey and Judd with Ramie. We go back to NFL.com for the second time this week, and I think this might actually be a 2-round mock. We'll stick with round 1 for now. This is an analytics-based mock draft. Okay?
Really?
So this is the first official mock draft from analytics expert Cynthia, Freeland from NFL Network?
Yes.
And she's an analytics expert. So she's not attempting to predict what teams will actually do. This is based on her draft prospect model, ranking the teams based on, or the players based on analytics, and the teams filling needs as they choose, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So just to fly through this, she has Quinnen Williams, defensive tackle to the Arizona Cardinals, number 1. DeAndre Baker, cornerback to the San Francisco 49ers, number 2. She doesn't have a quarterback going in the draft. I'm scrolling down here until Kyler Murray at 13 to the Miami Dolphins, based on analytics.
Where does
here.
the Buckeyes kid go?
So is she saying this is how it should go based on analytics?
I think she's saying, here's how I rank players based on analytics, and then here's what teams need.
I don't think she's wrong.
But teams are so desperate for quarterbacks.
The Murray thing, I think she's probably dead on correct.
She has 2 first-round quarterbacks, Murray at 13, and then Dwayne Haskins, 32 to the Patriots, which is very interesting.
That's probably not wrong.
And to the Minnesota Vikings, the analytics-based mock draft has Jeffrey Simmons, defensive tackle.
I want a mock.
Mississippi State.
I hate this draft.
I want
I'm out of the analytics.
She said, we do not have a firm timeline on Simmons' return from a torn ACL he suffered this February.
Wow.
So the Vikings are going to draft a defensive
there.
player who's not playing this season.
Wait, he tore his ACL
in February.
At what? The combine?
Let me keep reading here. However, it's certainly possible he'll recover in time to play during his rookie season. Yes, my model really focuses on wins this season, which means it's a little confusing as to how we got here with the Vikings. Here's how. With Sheldon Richardson having signed in Cleveland, the need for Vikings at this position increases. Thanks to the presence of an already great defense, the possibility of getting Simmons even for 6 games pushes them into playoff possible win total range. Sorry if that happens. If they draft a defensive tackle that might miss the whole season with a torn ACL, Vikings fans will riot, and it will be ridiculous.
He tore his ACL when going over positional drills in February. Okay.
That seems like let's say he's a ACL aside, he's a first-round grade.
Yeah.
I would think that's a guy you can probably steal in the second round. I don't think a lot of teams are taking a shot on a defensive tackle with a torn ACL in the first round, would they?
Speaking of the second round,
I want a mock.
Oh, no.
Mock.
Oh boy.
Same one.
I want to mock.
Wow.
there is a round 2 tab here on the analytics mock draft, and the Minnesota Vikings with pick number 50 select Amani Oruwariare from Penn State. He plays cornerback.
I want a mock.
Zimmer loves analytics right now.
I want to mock.
Mike Zimmer is all in on analytics.
Can you imagine? It would not be shocking at all if they went defense in the first 2 rounds based on previous history and just everything, right? But if that happens, people are going to be so mad. If they go defensive tackle cornerback, people are going to be so mad in this town.
Except for the fact that Ramie's right in can you imagine if you took a defensive tackle who tore his ACL in February of the first round?
We might as well just open a vent line after that.
Yeah.
That happens.
Oh, exactly. The second, yeah, you're right.
Man.